worried because the dragon was a passive breed. But Vigo suddenly threw a dagger into its eye and ran away while the captain asked why he did that, leaving the man behind to become dragon food. Back at the Silver Fang HQ, the party members could not believe their captain died to a mere cave dragon, and told Vigo he should take over as the next captain since he was the strongest among them, just like he planned. Vigo gladly agreed, and under his command, many of the adventurers started leaving because he used his new status to make connections and do the dirty work for nobles. Even though his men kept leaving, Vigo continued making deals with shady figures, and one day at the bar, he told Katie that the old Silver Fang was already dead, so he would rename it the Silver Wing Battalion, for which he was recruiting the new generation that would lead the country. That is why he asked her to join him in becoming the strongest, and Katie liked the sound of that. Back in the present, a voice snaps Vigo out of his thoughts, and he enters a mansion where the meeting was planned. Inside, he knocks on the door of the room where Sir Joseph is waiting for him, but the first thing he does is close the curtain to make sure no one sees them together. Joseph reminds him that he already booked out the entire hotel at his request, but Vigo replies that he likes to be thorough. Later, the dirty uncle badmouths Aetlier and smugly brags that she got what she deserved, while Vigo reports that not even a trace of the restaurant remains, and compliments Captain Hopper on the good work. Hopper replies it was his pleasure to get back at Dennis, and Vigo assures him that he has nothing to worry about, even if he gets arrested, because the chief judge of the royal court is a dear friend of theirs. The bearded scumbag laughs, thinking that they are an invincible team of the most powerful people in their domains. But Joseph laughs louder and corrects him, saying they are more than that because he plans to rule the entire kingdom from the shadows very soon. He claims everyone, even the royal family of Kingland, will be forced to obey him, and says he owes all this to Dennis, who brought the team of 4 villains together. As the men raise a toast, a waiter suddenly walks in and makes Vigo furious because he came inside without permission. But the gracious Sir Joseph tells him to calm down and listen to what the boy has to say. The boy explains that the chef forgot to serve one final dish, so the man allows him to leave it after serving. But the 4 men stare in suspense when they see a blinding light under the cover, which turns out to be nothing more than fried rice. Seeing that, they are disappointed, and after the waiter explains it is the chef's specialty, Vigo tells him to get lost. But Sir Joseph tells the boy to wait as he shoves down spoon after spoon of the outrageously good rice and says that it is just too good. Seeing that, Vigo warns the noble to mind his manners, but Joseph insists he tastes it for himself, saying he could never believe that a dish made for peasants could taste this good. Hearing that, Hopper and the royal judge take a bite as well, and they are so shocked that Sir Joseph immediately orders the waiter to tell the chef to make more, even offering to give the man the honor of working directly under him. After the boy leaves, Vigo is disgusted at the pig who thinks he is a great man, even though he has no training in magic or manners. He thinks Hopper is just as dumb, and the judge is nothing but trash, using his position for personal gain. He grins while he imagines himself using all of them as stepping stones, and then brutally punishing them in public to become the hero who saved the nation from a gang of corrupt criminals. That will earn him an official title and make him a powerful noble, allowing him to rise further and one day take over the kingdom, maybe even the surrounding kingdom, like his lifelong dream. After that, he finally takes a bite on Joseph's insistence, and right as he realizes he has tasted it before, the door bursts open, and the chef named Legendary Fried Rice, who was summoned by Sir Joseph, walks in. However, the chef quickly rejects the offer as he pulls off his bag and declares it is time for the man to pay him back for burning down his restaurant. Joseph orders Vigo to do something, and the captain asks Dennis what his plan is, so he calmly replies that he will beat all of them up. Hearing that, Vigo wonders what something so reckless could achieve other than getting him hanged. But Dennis replies that he no longer cares about that. Then, he politely says that he is angry as hell and yells while using his intimidation skill, telling the men they will regret being born, dropping the men to their knees in fear. Joseph begs him to calm down, but Dennis uses his skill again, freaking them out even further. At that moment, Joseph offers to grant him anything he wants, so Dennis casually demands that Aetlier's parents and books be restored to how they were. Joseph admits he cannot do that, but begs him to sit down for a civil talk, promising to give him anything else that is possible. Hearing that, Dennis asks the men if they will admit to burning down his restaurant, but they refuse to answer. So he yells again and forces the weasels to plead guilty. He then orders them to speak up louder and clearly admit that they used the Silver Wing Party to burn down his restaurant through Captain Hopper's men and had the royal judge cover it up. As the men tremble in fear, Joseph swears he did not plan it all alone. While Viggo finally realizes Dennis was using Terror Howl the entire time, Joseph makes him panic by admitting that all four of them were behind everything. Right then, Dennis asks Vivia if he recorded all of it, and the boy, using wind magic to transmit their words across the capital, says it was loud and clear, before jumping out just as Viggo tries to blast him away. The Silver Wing leader is shocked when he looks outside and sees all the powerful nobles who heard everything dining down below, and Dennis welcomes Viggo to his temporary new restaurant with a big smile. But that's where this video ends. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.